I wanted to take a minute here. Jordan said I had a big announcement, and I'm just going to be completely honest and vulnerable with you guys right now of what happened. Last night, I'm always praying about the organization. What can we do? What can we do to do something more? When I hear these news items, you saw my emotion last few days over these protests that are happening against Israel and against now what is really evangelicals, anyone who supports Israel in any stance. And really, I feel there is a deep spiritual rot that's happening in America right now. And I really feel it in a way that's stronger than I've ever felt before. And really in my time of prayer and quiet, and I was just, 10, 11 o'clock last night, and I had a kind of an awakening and a moment saying, what can we do? We obviously know the ACLJ can obviously be a big part of what's going on in the law. We can always file lawsuits. We can always be part of it. We have an incredible team around the world that can do it. But what can we do to impact culture in a way that could be, groundbreaking and shaking and really he came to me this morning and said, there are new things that are coming each and every day. Today we learned of an 8-year-old in Montana, having their Bible taken away in school, confiscated. These are the kind of things that are happening. Small children having their Bibles taken away. Pro-life protesters getting their heads kicked in, curb stomped on the street. Protests that have taken over our elite institutions, college campuses. It's all happening in a moment that is nothing short of demonic. And I mean that in the most literal way. I believe that there is a demonic possession that's happening to the United States right now. And it's deeper than maybe we could possibly imagine. And how do we respond to that? We can't just respond to it by telling you the facts, by giving you the news of the day. How can we do something bigger and something that has more impact? And today, I spent some time last night, maybe a few hours, developing a concept for a live event, hybrid documentary event, ACLJ special event that we're going to have. And it is going to be called, for right now, working title is For the Love of God, Save Our Country. And that is how I feel. I bet it's how you're feeling right now too. That there is only one hope that really can save our country right now. And that is Jesus. That is not that we think it's important, obviously, to be involved in all of these issues. But how can we then impact our cause, our great commission, if you will, to impact the world? How can we do that, the ACLJ? By impacting media in a way that we've never done before. So we're going to do this special event. And you say, Logan, when are we going to do this event? We are going to do this event on Halloween night, October 31st. We are going to premiere this around the country. I want to reach hundreds of millions of people with this, with no paywall, by the way. I want to give it to you to make sure you can take it to your church. They can play it there. And why Halloween night? Obviously, there's some connections there, but also it's only 5 days from the general election. So you can be a part of this right now. And here's what I've done. This is the last day of our Life and Liberty Drive. And you have felt the change in this country. You felt the change in this broadcast. You felt the changes happening around the world right now. How can you get involved? I got some goals for us today that I believe were divinely inspired. And I would like you to be involved with it right now. My goal today is to hit $500,000 in funding so we can get this out to as many people as we can in an amazing way. This special live event. I'm going to work with our creative team. After this, I'm going to get on the phone with some broadcast partners we have, see who will air this. And also, more importantly, if you do this today, because I believe also in the power of presence, the power of people who are together, who are joined together in one singular moment. One, I'm going to ask you to pray for us because this is going to be a heavy event. But also, we're going to bring hope. We are going to bring joy. This is not just going to be dark times are here and they're here to last. No, we are going to be praising the name of Jesus in this special, and I want you to be involved with it. And if you give today during our Life and Liberty Drive, which ends tonight at midnight, I'm not giving you a lot of time here. I understand. I'm giving you about 12 hours here to act. I'm going to really ask you to do it right now while we're on the air. As a token of our appreciation, I'm going to put your name in the credits as a founding producer. That's right. You get your name forever immortalized and blazoned on this piece as a founding producer. So any donation made today, you will have that credit forever. And again, we're going to put this out for free. And also, you're going to get it a week early. Well, it will premiere nationwide Halloween night, October 31st. I'm going to give it to you a week early. And you know what I'm going to let you do with it? Whatever you want. You want to share it with your friends? Fantastic. You want to send it to your pastor and play it for your church? Awesome. Let me know. I'll try to pop in for a quick Q&A or something like that on Zoom, or however I can get involved, however I can help. I will do my best to do it, because I believe in the work of what we're doing here. When you go through really this extensive list of religious liberty matters that are happening around the country right now, and really you see what it is, there's one singular cause. There's one singular cause causing the destruction of all of this, and it is well beyond what's happening in the White House, though that's obviously important. We're not downplaying that at all. So this is not about fear. This is not about terror. This is a rally, and a rallying call to save not just America, but save Americans. Again, the goal is $500,000 in funding today. I hope we can make it. That was the number impressed upon my heart last night. And I know that sounds like a typical moment, but I promise you've never heard me talk like this before. I've never come on here and asked you like this. I've never given you numbers. I've never said anything like that. I was sitting there and I was overwhelmed by this feeling. With that graphic I made myself last night, okay? That's concept art. I was sitting there on my computer at 11 o'clock last night, and within minutes, all of this had flooded out of me. I want you to get involved right now. So you can go to aclj.org/saveourcountry, aclj.org/saveourcountry to donate right now. Again, if you donate today, you will not only be a part of the Life and Liberty Drive, which is amazing, and help us have our biggest day we've ever had with that. It's matched. It's awesome. But you also will get credited as a founding producer, emblazoned in there forever, and you're going to get it a week early. And now comes the hard work for us to go make this piece and to change the world, using really the grace of God that we have to potentially reach so many people with no barriers, with no paywalls. And we can't do it without you. So, Will, I did want to go over some of the reason a lot of this is happening, and we brought it up, is it does feel like this heavy time. And I look forward now to going through and reading some of your comments, by the way, because I know this is different than you've ever heard me speak before. But we are constantly involved in a lot of cases when it comes to religious liberty. And it feels like it's getting worse and worse. Like you said, an 8-year-old in Montana, having their Bible taken away.
And we're sending a letter on that today.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's a lot of others going on right now,
too.
Well,
that's right. And so I asked our attorneys, because these aren't things we talk about every single day, but this is the hard work combating an evil that is very present, that our attorneys work on every day. And we're helping a student that had Easter eggs confiscated in Georgia because the Easter eggs had Bible verses in them. Other students able to pass out things. The Bible verse was offensive to the administration. They took it away. We're fighting with a school district. They didn't just say, oh, we were wrong. Yeah, you're right. Here's the law. We have to fight them because the evil is overtaken common sense and logic, whether it be that 8-year-old that was Bible confiscated, ordered not to bring her Bible to school or talk about God to her peers, whether it be a manager of a senior assisted living center in Nebraska. She told a Bible study leader she couldn't have a Bible study where they live. We're seeing that over and over, where senior citizens aren't allowed to congregate in common areas where they live, where they pay to live, because for some reason having a Bible study with your friends and with your peers and your fellow citizens there is offensive. It's evil.
And that's the singular issues. Of course, we see the major protests happening. We're hearing the chants, death to America, death to Zionists. And by the way, now decoding Zionist doesn't just mean Jews. Decoding Zionist also means people that support Israel, which are what? Evangelical Christians primarily. So that means Jewish people and evangelical Christians. There's definitely a strong force that wants to see both of those taken down. And we at the ACLJ are going to fight back with this special. I really look forward to seeing how it is received from all of you who are watching right now. And if you are watching, I'm going to encourage you to tell your friends about it right now. Text them that link, aclj.org/saveourcountry. Ask them to get involved. This is a moment in time that it's going to take months to get this piece together, but we thought what a perfect time to release it just a few days before the general election on Halloween, October 31st, and really not just showcase the darkness that is happening, but really turn people to the light. Give people an opportunity to turn to the light before it is too late, because we are getting there. We are getting very close to it. We are seeing it. We are feeling it. It is not just happening in the courtrooms. It's not just happening on our college campuses. It's happening in everyone's individual lives. and we want you to get involved right now. Again, the goal is $500,000 in fundraising today. It's a pretty wild goal. I'll be honest. It's a pretty wild goal. But again, it was a number that I felt was impressed upon me to say today. So if you give today, not only you get your name in the credits as a founding producer, you're also going to get our new project, our new special event, ACLJ Film special event for the love of God, save our country. It's going to come out on Halloween. You're going to get it a week early, and I want you to take it and spread it like wildfire. Get it to anyone who could possibly see it. Again, no paywalls, no logins. You're going to get it absolutely at no cost, but we can't do it without you. We need your support today. Again, aclj.org/save our country.